an event that best exemplifies the sheer diversity of skills required to excel in this multifaceted competition. This is the triathlon. Welcome back to the Team Quadrilla Marble League in Season 5. Here in Event 11, the triathlon presents a different beast entirely to most other events. It's difficult enough training for this event, let alone competing in it. But it opens up with the Quadrilla section where models have to keep in their own line, come out the gate hot, and set them up well for the Gravitrax section, which really is a minefield. With how open the section is, positions can change very frequently. And then into the water section. If you can understand the currents and respect the power of the draft, you will be rewarded in the final part of the course. There are 4 heats of 4 where, as per usual, top 2 go on to the semifinals, top 2 of the semifinals will go on to the finals. And looking in the standings after event 10 and aiming, the Rosebloods with their silver shot up with their lead to 18 points over the Deep Divers. Maze Runners rose up to 3rd with their bronze, as the Valley Dashers and the Venomous Vipers are hosts, rounding out the top 5. And doing a rundown of the course, the marbles will split into funnels at the top, then crisscross in the Quadrilla down to the Gravitrax, where the transition from the Quadrilla and the Gravitrax can get very chaotic. Same can be said from the Gravitrax to the water. So we'll see that perhaps demonstrated here in the test run here. Snake Eyes, Death Adders, Ocean Ophidians, and the Copperheads. These test models, particularly for this event, very excited to do this one. And off they go here. Ocean Ophidians and Copperheads get the better exit from the left funnel. Snake Eyes shove aside the Copperheads though in the Quadrilla. Snake Eyes now in 2nd place. Copperheads close behind though, but they get held up there in the entry to the Gravitrax here. Catching up nicely though to the Snake Eyes. Ocean Ophidians out in front and close for 2nd place here. Copperheads almost get by. The draft really taking effect there between 2nd and 3rd because they were close in the water there. For the Ocean Ophidians though, it was too far for them. Easily cruised to 1st place here. So a lot to learn from this test run alone. We'll see perhaps more position changes as a result of that draft in the water in the main event. The Ocean Ophidians will put up a sub 22 second time. That's where you want to be here in the triathlon. Now, Valley Dashers, Venomous Vipers, Green Supreme, and the Treat Fleet in the first heat. The Viper, the captain of the Venomous Vipers, did very well to get a silver in this event last season, but they have some catching up to do on the right side. Valley Dashers look to have the lead from the right, and yes they do. There's the Green Supreme and the Treat Fleet. Venomous Vipers currently in last place. Green Supreme trying to make a move for 1st place over the Valley Dashers. Can't do it there though. But the Green Supreme, a great burst of speed in the Gravitrax. They now have the lead. Here go the Venomous Vipers. They've run by into 3rd place. Now trying to make a move for 2nd, and they do. Venomous Vipers get by the Valley Dashers in the water section, biding their time, and they made the move perfectly. The captain of the Venomous Vipers making their home fans go raucous right now. Look at that move by the Green Supreme, threading the needle perfectly there to not worry at all about models behind. Venomous Vipers setting themselves up well in the Gravitrax, trying to get by them. The Valley Dashers in the entry to the water can't do it there. Under the water, using the draft to perfection, and Viper will move on along with Fern of the Green Supreme. What a frenetic first heat here in the triathlon. Now in the 2nd heat, Rosebloods, Shadow Riders, Efficient Eggs, and the Pumpkin Patch. Gloon of the Shadow Riders defending 2-time triathlon gold medalist. Dahlia of the Rosebloods defending 2-time bronze medalist. So a stacked heat in this one. All the Rosebloods currently slowing down. They need to get bumped by the Efficient Eggs. Meanwhile, Gloom of the Shadow Riders well out in front. Pumpkin Patch now in 2nd place, and Rosebloods in 3rd. And oh, a huge hit by the Efficient Eggs on the Rosebloods. The Rosebloods all the way in the back right now. Pumpkin Patch have the lead, and the Efficient Eggs bump the Shadow Riders under the water, and the Efficient Eggs will get by into 2nd place. The Efficient Eggs were out for blood in this heat. Omelette was taking no prisoners there, just completely ruined the race for the Rosebloods there, all the way in the back, and they weren't done yet, just still had to do some catching up under the water. They bump the Shadow Riders and get by them. Gloom and Dahlia, 2 of the best models in the triathlon, knocked out here. We're going to have a new winner in the Team Quadrilla Marble League triathlon for the first time, and it's Gourd and Omelette for the Pumpkin Patch, and the Efficient Eggs are going to move on here. Now in the 3rd heat, Deep Divers, Golden Cheese, Cold Diffusion, and the Bobble Squad, and off they go. What an event we've had so far, and it's only the first 2 heats. On the left side, Bobble Squad and Deep Divers seem to get the better getaway. Then it's the Golden Cheeses and the Cold Fusion. Golden Cheese now challenging Deep Divers for 2nd place. Bobble Squad going to enter the Gravitrax first. A lot of collisions in the transition, and here come the Cold Fusion and the Golden Cheese. Golden Cheese takes 2nd place. Bobble Squad going to win the race here, and the Deep Divers will get by the Golden Cheeses under the water. What happened to the Golden Cheese? Oh, the gaps were too close there, and the Deep Divers took full advantage. A huge nudge from the Cold Fusion to the Golden Cheese, bumped the Golden Cheese's back. Emmontal still raced very well in the Gravitrax to come back to 2nd place. but the gap was not enough there. Deep Divers with Marine will just about make use of the draft and get by into second place there. Chopping and changing was that back three. Tinsel, the Bottle Squad, wanted none of that. Cruise to advancement there, and the Deep Divers will join them. Now, Maze Runners, Bacon Brothers, Team Atlantic, and the Poison Ivy in our final heat. Oh, Team Atlantic jumping the barrier there. That was interesting there. There are three models on the right side. Poison Ivy, the only model on the left side, and they're going to be last coming out of the left funnel. Maze Runners now. Oh, pushing aside Team Atlantic, and they will take the lead. Team Atlantic and Bacon Brothers coming close here. Poison Ivy also close. They're all going single file here. Maze Runners will get shoved aside by two models. Team Atlantic now have the lead, and the Bacon Brothers now in second place, and no changes under the water. Maze Runners cannot catch up. We've seen many uses of the draft under the water, making sure you're close enough to your opponents out in front so you can get by them. Could not happen here for the Maze Runners. They were leading after the Quadrilla, and here's where Team Atlantic and the Bacon Brothers taking that same line as the Maze Runners, seeing that opportunity, sensing the opening, and taking it perfectly. Team Atlantic and the Bacon Brothers are going to move on. Rasher of the Bacon Brothers, winner of the individual league triathlon in season 5, so they're also a competitor in this event here. And the Maze Runners actually going to get a very slow time, only 14th. Championship leaders Rosebuds 15th, and the Poison Ivy coming into this event last place. They're going to get last place in this event. Unsurprisingly, it is Golden Cheese and Valley Dasher the closest ones to not advancing, but there you can see our matchup for the semi-finals. Green Supreme, Efficient Eggs, Big Bobble Squad, and the Bacon Brothers here for the first semi-final. Tinsel of the Bobble Squad, also winner of this event in the B division last season, so still a lot of firepower here in the semi-final. And it's the Green Supreme that will take the lead from the left side. Bacon Brothers in second place, but they slow down. Efficient Eggs will have to give them a nudge. And the Bacon Brothers are now playing catch-up. Bobble Squad also slowed down there. Green Supreme now well ahead, but the red teams are catching up. All three models very close here. The Green Supreme are gone. The Green Supreme are completely gone in the water section. Meanwhile, Bacon Brothers and the Bobble Squad will cruise as a result to advancement to the final. Oh, there was three single file, no gaps between them, going to the water section. And it was just too much. The Green Supreme, a bad impact for them. All the Bacon Brothers, and they were done. Green Supreme are going to get a DNF in the semi-finals. Still a top half result for them, but that's going to sting for them. And the Efficient Eggs, well in the back, never could catch up. But that closed up way too much in the Gravitrax for the Green Supreme to do anything. And Tinsel and Rasher are going on to the final. Two marbles that have won triathlons before, both gunning for another win here. But now in the second semi-final, Venomous Vipers, Pumpkin Patch, Deep Divers, and Team Atlantic here to see who joins those red teams in the final. Team Atlantic looks very speedy on the right side. They will, I think, will get the best getaway, and yes they will. Then it's the Pumpkin Patch and the Deep Divers. Venomous Vipers once again doing catch-up in the Quadrilla section. They're going to have to rely on the Gravitrax in the water to come back here. Oh, part of the track getting dislodged. Pumpkin Patch make a nice nudge there, and they will get by Team Atlantic for the lead. Team Atlantic now in second place. Can the Deep Divers with Venomous Vipers catch up? It doesn't look like it. Deep Divers try to catch up, might have closed up a little bit in the water, not enough to get by them though. But part of the track getting dislodged didn't mean anything there. Deep Divers getting stuck there a little bit, had to be freed by the Venomous Vipers, and that really cost them here. It's only a few tenths between them and advancement here, so our second place team in the championship, while one of the highest teams in the standings to make it to the semi-finals, they're not going to make it to the final. Pumpkin Patch and Team Atlantic are going on to the final here. And Deep Divers, speak of the devil, they will get 5th place, best of the rest for them. Efficient Eggs 6th, and our hosts will get 7th. Of course, Green Supreme will get 8th with that DNF. And there are our finalists drying off here, getting ready for the final. A huge goal at stake here in the triathlon. Tinsel, Narwhal, Rasher, and Gore for the Bottle Squad. Team Atlantic, Bacon Bros, and Pumpkin Patch for gold in the triathlon, and off they go. Team Atlantic, the only model on the left side, the other three on the right side, and they all look faster here. Team Atlantic is going to be in last, coming out of the funnels. Pumpkin Patch now have the lead, but all of them very close in the Quadrilla. It's all going to come down to these later sections. Pumpkin Patch, Bacon Bros, and Bottle Squad all very close. Part of the track getting dislodged, but Bottle Squad will take the lead. Oh, Pumpkin Patch, a huge impact into the water and across the line. Did they win the gold? I think Pumpkin Patch might have got it with a huge impact with the Bacon Brothers, and I think Pumpkin Patch have done it, but it's a photo finish here between them and the Bobble Squad. The Bobble Squad had the lead. Here's where the Bacon Brothers have the lead. Bobble Squad on the side. In the water they have the lead, and a huge impact there. Pumpkin Patch will get ahead, and they will do it. Pumpkin Patch win the triathlon by 1/100th of a second. What a perfect impact that was into the water section to get their first gold ever in the A division here. First medal too, in fact, for them. Bravo Squad will get their second medal of the season, and Team Atlantic with Norway another bronze, and a very hard-fought medal those three are. Well, after an event that was nothing short of breathtaking, the Rosebuds still hold the lead, but the gap has dropped to 8 points to the Deep Divers. Valley Dashers go up into 3rd place. Then it's the Maze Runners, Venomous Vipers in 5th, and the Pumpkin Patch jumps 7 spots with that gold medal into 7th. In the Coaches Championship, after the 5th individual event, Rosebuds also hold the lead here, but Team Atlantic, Bacon Bros, and Pumpkin Patch go into 2nd, 3rd, and 4th respectively. So a lot of changes here in the Coaches Championship. And after this, we will go to the 12th event, the Whole Shot Cross, which we'll see for both divisions.